the cases are all green. But yeah, I just thought I would show you the games that I have, and tap on the cases and do a little bit of talking. What should I start with? I'll start with this one. This is a game I've not played in forever actually. It is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. If anyone remembers when the Xbox One first launched, pretty much all of the games for it were like multiplayer online games, and I hate those types of games. I am a very antisocial gamer, but someone bought me this as like, because, well, it was, I think, I can't remember if it was my friend or my ex-husband, because he had got Titanfall and he wanted me to have a game that I could play because the Xbox One wasn't backwards compatible. So he got me this, and I did actually play it. I played it quite a bit. I'm going to move that microphone. Yeah, I played it quite a bit, but I've not played it in years. I don't know if the servers are even still online. I know they released a follow-up, but I was a massive fan of the mobile Plants vs Zombies, and I actually have a melon pot teddy downstairs. So yeah, that is Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. The next game, I think, is gonna surprise you. Just Dance 2014. Yes, I know. I didn't actually buy this. A friend won it in a competition. I think it was the McDonald's Monopoly, and they'd won it, and they were like, I don't have an Xbox, so they gave it to me because I am really into fitness games, or I was really into fitness games, because I had was it the Kinect on the Xbox One, whatever the Xbox One Kinect was, the camera thing that went on top and scanned your body, because I had one of those that I would use with this. Don't have it anymore. I think we got rid ages ago. It would mostly come up thinking that the dog's arse was me and stuff like that. It was not very good. Sorry if you can hear Rossi. It's just me and him tonight, because John's out watching the football, because England are playing in the course I had The Sims 1 on a very old computer that was running Windows ME. If any of you remember that, it was awful. And I must have been, gosh, how old was I? I must have been about 13, I think, or 14, and I discovered the online Sims community, and I discovered like mod of The Sims and custom content, and I learned how to install that and how to make little bits of my own custom content. Like, don't get me wrong, I never did anything advanced. It was mainly changing colours and stuff like that. I didn't know how to build a mesh, so I mainly just did colours of objects and stuff like that. But basically, if you installed some custom content that didn't quite work, it would just brick your entire game. So you had to kind of learn where the files all were and how to, or what to delete to get the game to run again, essentially. And so that kind of started my programming journey. And then I've not had a gaming PC in a few years. Because of various reasons. So I really wanted to get Sims 4 on Xbox. And eventually I'd love to go back to it on PC just to have that ability to mod it again and to install custom content. But for now, I just have the console version. The next game on my list is The Witcher 3. This is the Game of the Year edition. This one's never actually been played because I learned after I'd installed it that the GOTY edition saves aren't, like, it installs as an entire new game, so you can't port saves from one onto the other. And I'd just started playing through Wild Hunt for the second time, so I didn't really want to restart. I might go back to it at some point just to do the extra DLCs, but I haven't actually done it yet. But The Witcher is one of my favourite games. It was one of the few games I probably finished in 2016. Casey is my daughter's name, but she was kind of lucky that my ex-husband convinced me that we should not call our child Cyrilla, or Siri for short. I guess we could have gone with one of her middle names, but my mother is Fiona, and I don't have the best relationship with her, and neither did my ex-husband, so we wouldn't have ever named a child after her. Gosh, remember when games came with manuals? This was a gift from Jordan. I think it was the first Valentine's Day we were together. He got me this because he wanted to get me gifts that would help me relax. So he got me this and some Maltesers, and I can't remember what else. Oh, he got me some headphones, or were they a birthday present? Either way. I still have the headphones, I still have the game, the chocolate I ate. Put this back, and that brings us on to the final game that I'm going to show you tonight, and this is the newest game that I've got. This one was, I think it was a birthday present. Yes, it was a birthday present because I'd asked for it for Valentine's Day someone saw you, oh, immediately